I think the biggest thing is just to go on the road. With a banged up roster, with guys out, with you lose a player like Condis Cherry for the season. We're missing 3 or 4 starters first round, 3 starters the second round, to go to Upperman, to go win at Greenville, win at Red Bank, and then to come here and win this game. I think it's just the resilience of our coaches and our players, and I can't be thankful enough how hard our coaches have worked throughout these playoffs, the hundreds of hours they've done to try to give our kids every opportunity they can to succeed. I've got the best staff of me, the guys that I'm like, Gary, you say he was half a coach. I feel like I'm like a quarter of a coach here because I've got so many guys that do so much for me.
Is that 11 in a row, and does that add any kind of pressure for next year?
You can't put more pressure on us than we do ourselves, because to me it's not, and I learned this from Gary, it's not about, it's about that next year's senior class. This game was not about 10 before, it was about this year's senior class. So we will go and starting in January, it will be the Thomas Manu's class, and we will try to help those seniors do everything they can to win a championship and have a championship team. So when you do that, that's the pressure. The pressure to me, am I doing everything I can to make them better men, but put them in a situation? And that's one thing, when you make this about the seniors, it doesn't matter, they don't care what we did tonight. It's always about, how you did your senior year. So.
Brian, what can you say about Micah? Obviously banged up in this game and banged up all year and came out and ended up MVP.
It's just what Micah Jones does. I mean, you just look in big games. The 2 Maryville games in a row, okay, at Greenville, plays both ways. And he's a tailback and a middle of the field safety. I mean, this is not like, he's playing both ways and out. He's always in the action. And he comes up with big plays. He's gritty. He doesn't say a lot.
He wasn't listed on your depth chart as one of the running backs either. So
I know that's what, and he was quarterback his whole life.
Right.
I mean, he was quarterback up to his sophomore year, and we had some issues at tailback, and so we said we need you to, and he's really matured into that. He's one of the best tacklers I've ever seen, and just a sweet kid. He's just as tough as he is. I mean, he is a likable, nice kid, and you wish him all the success because of the kind of kid he is.
He said he called his number on that first play to open the game with a touchdown. What did you think about that first play and starting with the momentum?
Well, I didn't get to see it because I'm always over here on defense. So I watch the offense. I'll watch it tonight. Yeah. I'm always over there, looking at it, especially trying to.
You were watching a lot of defense in that first quarter then.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of defense. So, just trying to get it. But that doesn't surprise me. We felt like he came out of the gate at Greenville and really established a mindset, and we were trying to get that done today.
What can you say about Jameer, too? With all those big over-the-shoulder catches, tracking the ball like that isn't easy.
Again, I've been blessed that I've coached a few guys like that, but that is a skill that to associate yourself to the ball and always get your hands on the ball. He's special, man. He's special. Blessed to have him.
Let's have one last question. It's about the trophies. I mean, you've seen a lot of these. You've been through a lot of these. They changed this year. Do you have an opinion, good or bad, about it?
I'm just glad we got one, man. I don't care if they paint it pink, and long as we win it, I do. It looks a little different. I like the old ones, but when you get a state championship trophy, man, you don't worry about what it looks like. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, thank you guys.
How would you sum up this first season in Class 4A?
I think just I think it was energizing. I think with our community, it's hard, and it energized us, but just, it was tough, in the playoffs, and that's what we knew. Our regular season schedule's been tough for 4 years. I mean, last year we played Greenville, Ravenwood, Red Bank, West, Maryville, so our regular season wasn't any harder. It's consecutive games in the playoffs, 2 Upperman, 2 Red Bank, 2 Greenville, then to come down here, I mean, it's a month worth of tough games. And we're still a school of 700 kids. We 11 on 11, we can play without anybody. But when you start getting into the depth, it's just we have fewer kids. And so I think we had some guys step up that were just pivotal this year.
And does it make it more fun to coach when you got all these challenges in the playoffs and every game you're playing great teams?
I don't know if it's more fun. It's more rewarding. It's
definitely
more rewarding, and it's more challenging. And in the end, I mean, this one does feel different because we went through so much adversity. I don't think it has anything to do with being a head coach or 4A. I just think there were a few times, I think going into Greenville, a lot of people are like, I don't know. I think, and I promise you, midway through the second quarter at Upperman, a lot of people were saying, I don't know, we might not get out of the second. We could have not gotten out of the second round. Yeah. That's the reality of it. And I think it made people appreciate, more how hard it is to win a championship.
Last thing, Coach, just what are the emotions, knowing how far you've come with this group and all the adversity you faced to get here?
Just, I hate to say relief, but a little bit of just, because it's been a grind. I mean, that's what David Coach Sweetland, since fall break, we've been at that school every day since Monday after fall break, and the work that the coaches have done. My coaches have worked tirelessly to try to help these kids through injuries to try to. I mean, we got guys going down. We always have answers. The work that I always tell people, Gary, you say he was half a coach. I feel like I'm a quarter of a coach because I've got so many guys that do so much for me.
Awesome.